Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a typical work day look for me anyways, and how you can easily take that from work to a night out. So, face is already done. I did already also prime my eyes and I set it with a powder. That is something that you can do while you're doing your makeup for the day. Just use your concealer up here, set everything with a powder, and then you don't have to go in with another product like an actual eyeshadow base or anything like that. So, keep it quick, keep it simple. Today, what I want to use is the Midsummer Night palette. I love this palette. I have a full review. I will link it down below for you. But what I love mostly about this is that it is full of shimmer shades, which I love so much. And as most of you guys know, I always do my eyeshadow first because I don't want to have to deal with fallout when it comes to cleaning up my foundation afterwards. However, with this palette, I don't get any fallout. I might get a very little bit, but whatever does actually fall out is so quick and easy for me to just wipe off. So that's why I'm comfortable using this palette after my foundation is already on. So first of all, what I'm going to do is define the crease. I'm going to go with this color right here. It's called Wings. It is a very light brown. You're going to see me put it on and be like, is that even worth it? Is that even worth that extra step? But yes, it is, because you're still going to see it. You're still going to want it there. And I've got just a small crease brush, and I'm going to focus this right in my upper crease, because again, I want this to still be able to be seen at the end of this look. And I'm using a smaller brush because I want this to be a little bit more concentrated, a little bit more packed on, whereas sometimes I will use a very big fluffy brush for that transition shade. But for this, nope, I'm going to use a smaller one. So work it up there. So it's like you can barely see it, but it makes the biggest difference. And then I'm also going to lightly define out here. I like to work in little rolling motions like this, so that way I can really kind of make that V shape, and it just works for me right out here. So just build that up until you are happy. What I'm going to do now is put down a glitter glue. Now this is totally optional. You don't need to put down glitter glues, especially when it comes to these products, these palettes, these shimmers. However, I like a lot of drama, a lot of volume. I want that shimmer to really shine and be its absolute best. In order for that to happen, I put down a glitter glue. Mine is from NYX. It's super duper affordable, and I use my finger for the next two parts. So I'm going to squeeze some of this out on the back of my hand. You really don't need much. That is like a quarter of a pea, and then I just fluff it down in with my finger, and I'm going to place this on my entire lid space, all the way from the inner corner up to my crease and this outer edge right here. So there's so many light shades, light shimmer shades that you can go in with. I'm going to use the color Flower right here because it is very light. It's almost got like some champagne reflex in it. Here it is. Isn't that just gorgeous? So I'm going to use my finger and just pat this on the entire lid space from inner to outer corner. Everywhere that I just put down that glitter glue, I'm going to put this down. Now I use my finger because first of all, it's so easy. You don't need a tool. But also, these perform so much better with your fingers. That is just how a lot of these shimmer shades were formulated, which again, I love because it's just so easy. Okay, so this is one eye done. In 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna have the other side done. 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, so this is the look done. This would be a typical work look for me. It's super quick, it's so simple. I literally used 3 things for the eyes, which I think is very, very simple, and it still looks nice and youthful. Now you'll notice that I only did my upper mascara, and that's because I think that when you leave your lower lashes completely undone, it gives you a little bit of a more youthful look. It can also make you look a little bit less done up, you know what I mean? So it's still very professional looking. But now let's say that you are about to get off work, somebody calls you and says, hey, let's go out, let's go to dinner, let's go dancing, whatever it is, and you're like, okay, I need to look a little bit more for the nighttime, so let's jazz this up. My favorite thing to do is to go in with this brown right here. This is called Foolish, and it is a very chocolate brown. It's got a little bit of like a red undertone to it, and I love to use this on the outer corner to really make this look pop, make my eyes pop, and definitely will take any look from day to night. So what I'm going to do is just go in with a Sigma tapered blending brush. I like this one because it is so lightweight. So this color in particular is pressed very softly, so you want to go with a light hand because you will end up having a lot of fallout. If you dip your brush in there too hard, there's going to be a lot of kickback, so just be careful of that and work in small sections at a time. What I'm going to do is just start to kind of fluff this down, and you'll see that I'm using packing motions, not necessarily rubbing yet, because what I'm trying to do is get the color on without having much fallout, because especially if you are trying to get your look on and get out the door, you don't want to deal with anything falling out down here. So be careful and use pressing motions. And then once you've got a lot of the color down, you can start kind of fluffing it inwards. Oh my god, I love this. And then you can also go in a little bit more with that first transition shade. Just make sure that it's nice and even looking. See how it just kind of barely adds just a little bit of that pop, but we're going to do so that on the lower lash line too, so you just wait. Okay, so that is both eyes done as far as the darkness goes. Amp it up as much as you want. This is where I'm going to stop, and what I'm going to do now to really make this a nighttime look is accentuate the bottom lash line. So what I'm going to do is go in with the color Vixen right here. This is a brown shimmer shade. There's some gold in here. It is absolutely stunning, and it is on the ashier side, so I feel like it looks really, really good underneath here. And I'm just going to press this right up against the lash line. This is going to make the lower lash line look a little bit more dramatic, and you'll notice I don't go all the way in. I kind of keep it on like the first 2/3 of the eye shape here. Okay, for the nighttime, I definitely recommend adding lower lash mascara as well. Make your eyes look a little bit bigger, a little bit more put together, a little bit more nighttime friendly. So I'm just going to throw some on down here. See how like the lower lashes, having them done, it just makes the look so different, but so good. Okay, so that is the lashes done. Of course, if you're going out for the night, totally put on false lashes. That will really take your look from day to night. I don't wear false lashes, but I know that if I did, this would be so much more poppin', bangin', crazy. What I want to do now is go in with an inner corner highlight. There's so much to choose from. If you really want to sparkle and shine, I would totally use this one right here. There's also nice light colors over here. So what I'm going to do is actually go in with Young Love right here. It's a really, really pretty one. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. Just a little bit. So I just like to add some right at that high point, and that's it. I don't want to put it everywhere. And I always just kind of go back in with that transition color and blend those together. Alright guys, that is it. This is the look fully done. It's so simple. It's so easy to go from day to night, especially when you can do that with all one palette. There's so many different looks you can create with this, but that would definitely be like my go-to day and then my go-to night. So again, I really hope that you guys enjoyed. If you like videos like this, give this one a thumbs up. If there's a specific request, let me know in the comments down below. One thing I forgot to mention is that you can totally also change out your lips, make it a little bit darker, go with a red, whatever you want. This eyeshadow can take any color. Any color. That's why I love it. So yeah, that'll be the end of today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.